Hello guys and welcome back. My name's Kye. Today I'm going to review my favourite series of books, also known as Diary of a Wimpy Kid. There's this kid named Greg in the book, also known as the main character, his older brother Roderick and his younger brother Manny, and also his best friend Riley Jefferson. This is a series of where they go on adventures and stuff. Like at one point in the book, or the series I should say actually, the caravan was in the river and Manny was somehow driving, the youngest. He's 3 years old and hasn't been potty trained, and that's crazy. Okay, let's start. This is the first book. As you can see, it's Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and it's a red cover, and it says a novel in cartoons. This book, the main point in this book is about the cheese touch. Basically, this kid named Darren or something touched a piece of moldy cheese on the ground outside, and everyone shouted, "Darren's got the cheese touch," and they all ran away from him. And the only way to pass the cheese touch is to tap someone on the back. But to be protected by it, you have to cross your fingers. If someone touches you while you cross your fingers and have the cheese touch, you're still protected, which means if you have the cheese touch. So that's the first book done. Let's put it away now. Okay guys, let's move on to the next book. This one is called Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules. Basically, the main point in this book is Roderick being mean and stuff. Because as you can see, it shows Roderick in the cover pushing Greg down onto the floor. Next book. Okay, on to book 3 now. As you can see, it's called Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw, and the cover is green, and Greg has pants on in the bathroom, and he's very confused what is happening. In this book, basically, the main point in this is New Year's Eve, right? And they make all the New Year's resolution. Dad's New Year's resolution was to go on a very strict diet, but after dinner, he was caught by his son Greg eating muffins in the garage. Manny's New Year's resolution was about not having to suck his pacifier anymore. So he threw in the bin, but 1 second later he went in the bin and got the thing out and started to suck it with big eyes. Mom's New Year's resolution was to go to the gym, but on that one day that Greg forgot his bag in the car to school, his mom dropped it off while wearing his gym clothes, and that's all I know from that book. Moving on to book 4, also known as Dog Days. As you can see, the cover is yellow. Greg dropped his ice cream on the floor. In this one, that's when it was his birthday in summer, and he invited his Uncle Joe and his dog Killer and his 2 sons. And while they were having a party, and it was cake time at that point, Uncle Joe's dog Killer ate half the cake, and Gregory thought that his mom would buy him a new one, but she didn't, and she just cut the piece of that Killer licked. And that's all for that book. Okay, moving on to book 5, also known as The Ugly Truth. In this book, this is where the teachers gave him an egg and had to take care of it for a whole day. But if they couldn't, that means that they weren't worthy of babysitting a kid or baby. The people who came victorious, the eggs were eventually dumped into the bin, and they were all having a mental breakdown and crying. That's book 5 done. Okay, moving on to book 6, also known as Cabin Fever. This cover is a light bluish color, and the main point of this book is that Roderick's bedroom, aka the basement, was overflowing, so they had to pass a bucket full of water and splash the water outside so the house wouldn't flood. Okay, now moving into book 7. Okay, moving on to book 7, also known as The Third Wheel. The cover of this book is a brownish color. The main theme in this book is when Greg was still in his mum's stomach, she used to play music to make him go to sleep. Book 7 done. Okay guys, there's 15 books in the whole entire series. I reviewed 1 to 7. Now in part 2 I'm going to review 8 to 15. When I read the series, I felt happy, excited and joy. I hope when you guys read the series, I hope you feel the same thing as me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching.